Hi, my name's Joe Davis and I'm the CEO and founder of Recruitment Startup. I would like to extend a warm welcome and to thank you for taking time out to join me on this special free Recruitment Agency Revolution training event, where I'll be shortly showing you exactly how recruitment agencies make their vast fortunes, and more importantly, how you can have your share of recruitment's £35 billion industry. Please make sure you have a pen and paper to take notes. Grab water and take a bathroom break right now. Again, you don't want to miss one single minute of this one-off free event, where I'll be showing you how you can have your slice of this multi-billion-pound industry. I would strongly encourage you to stay to the end, as I'll be giving away 5 incredible free gifts valued at £2,497 for anyone interested in getting started. Now, I regularly run this workshop presentation from my head office here in East Croydon. No doubt many who are listening in would have previously attended in person. Nice to welcome you back. I promise you that the special offer promotion at the end of this presentation will make it more than affordable for you to get started today and move forward to a life of choice where you can be, do and have whatever you want. However, my main aim is to help you to see how you can be part of Recruitment Agency Revolution, which has been designed to completely disrupt the existing outdated recruitment business model that quite frankly just caters for the rich and privileged, and to give you the chance to make money online from the comfort of your own home. If you are watching this free training event, then it means you have all the tools required to make money from this business opportunity, no matter which country you are viewing this event from. During this presentation, I'm going to be covering 3 core recruitment agency secrets, and that is why I want you to be taking notes as we go along, because the information that I'll be revealing to you is not available anywhere else on or off the internet. And recruitment agencies will definitely not disclose this information to you because it's their way of making their money. So the first secret I'm going to reveal, how you can generate £10,000 to £15,000 per month working on a full or part-time basis. Gain all of this without any previous recruitment or business experience whatsoever. How would earning this level of income impact your life? Would it help to ease some of the stresses and strains you may currently be under? Of course it would. Sadly, most people resort to doing the lottery, hoping that they'll hit the jackpot to financial freedom. With odds of 1 in 47 million, you're far better off saving the money and investing in starting your own business. I want to transition your thoughts so that you can see that you, yes you, can literally start making money from the comfort of your home with your agency within a few short weeks. Being able to spend more time with your family or pursuing other personal interests that is key importance to you is priceless. Now I know what you're thinking, £10,000 to £15,000 per month. That sounds a little too much of a stretch. But you don't have to take my word for it. Shortly you'll hear from several of our clients who are raking in this level of income month in, month out. In fact, 90% of our startups have had no recruitment or business experience whatsoever and literally just started from scratch. Will that be of benefit to hear from people who, like yourself, have taken this leap of faith and now living the dream? Well, stay tuned, as we have a number of testimonials to show you shortly. With secret number 2, I'll be going through why now's the perfect time to start a home-based recruitment agency. In fact, for the first time ever, the internet has made it possible for, if you pardon the expression, the little guy, perhaps struggling to make ends meet, to take on the large corporate recruitment agencies and win big. The internet has changed everything to your advantage. However, you'll need to act fast to capitalize on this opportunity, as there are only a limited number of clients I can work with at any one time. And finally, secret number 3, last but not least, why it is virtually impossible for your home-based recruitment agency to fail. We have built for you a business model that is bulletproof, recession-proof, even Brexit-proof. Now, in this day and age of so much uncertainty, owning your own recruitment agency will act as a safeguard for you and your family, whatever the future brings. Now, here's a serious question that I would like to ask you. If once I've revealed to you these 3 secrets, if I was to prove to you that your home-based recruitment agency could A, guarantee you with immediate jobs to fill so that you can potentially earn £10,000 to £15,000 every month, B, demonstrate to you why now is the perfect time to start your home-based recruitment agency, even without you having any previous knowledge of the recruitment industry or even starting or running a business. C, gave you solid proof as to why it is virtually impossible for your recruitment agency to fail. Dee supplies you with dozens of testimonials, people just like you who are earning a healthy monthly income within a few short weeks of starting. And finally, E, last but not least, allowed you to get started at a price that you could easily afford. Would you take me up on that offer to get started today? Now I would like you to type in the number 1 in the chat box for yes. It also lets me know that you're receiving this information loud and clear. Oh, that's good. We have a flurry of ones coming in. Oh, that's great. That's great. Excellent. All right, looks like I'm going to have my work cut out. Before I dive into providing you with this information, I would just like to explore for a moment or two what is the main reason for you wanting to start your own recruitment agency. Again, if you can add it to the chat box on this page, that would be good. What is the dream of you getting started? Okay, so to be my own boss. Okay, don't be shy, don't be shy. Visit my family back home. Make money, financial freedom, be the boss again, buy a house, clear my debts, helping other people, pension, spending time with the family, again, spending time with the family. Okay, most answers are coming through a variation of the same theme, but thank you for participating. The vast majority have put making money as their dream goal. Now, if you have put making money as the main reason for doing this, then the likelihood is you will not get started. Isn't that interesting? Why is this the case? When you stop and think about it, everybody wants to earn more money. Even multi-billionaires who have enough money in the bank to last them 10 lifetimes over are still working. Why? Well, of course, to earn more money. So of course you do need to be making money with your business. That's a given. If you're not making any money, then it's a hobby rather than a business. But this should not be the sole reason, as it seldom is a strong enough motivator for you to take action, to get started. So to have the courage in taking the first step to getting started, you ideally need to have something that you are passionate about, that acts as a driver, that takes you out of your comfort zone to do something remarkable with your life. Incidentally, there is one reason that has been listed a couple of times here, that if you were to make your focus in getting started, it will really warp speed your success in business. And it is this, helping others, or to be more specific, putting other people's interests ahead of yours. The secret to running a successful recruitment agency, which goes contrary to how most businesses operate today, is to put other people's interests ahead of making money. The late Zig Ziglar, world's famous business coach and entrepreneur, once said, "You can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people to get what they want." Of course, it's possible to get ahead in business by taking advantage of other people. But it's far better, easier and rewarding to get ahead by understanding what people want in the way of your clients and candidates, and then helping them to get it and for them to be successful. The best way for you to build a successful recruitment business by a long chalk is by making sure that your client's business is successful, period. Once you've gone out of your way to help solve someone's problem, be it a client or candidate, they'll go out of their way to show their appreciation by giving you more business or referring your services to other potential candidates, which will in turn help you to grow your recruitment agency. Are you getting all this? This is completely foreign to how business is conducted these days, especially in the world of recruitment. But if you implement this philosophy in your business, it will bring you more success than you can ever dream possible. The goal of every successful business is to help as many people as possible, as much as possible, in any way possible. When you create something that's of great value to many people, your business is assured of success. It is a secret sauce, so to speak, to building a highly profitable recruitment business. The idea of putting people's interests first has been the backbone of my business model, and that is why I run a free 4-hour weekly workshop presentation explaining exactly how recruitment agencies make their money and how people can join my recruitment agency revolution, leading to them having a slice of this very lucrative pie. I also provide people who attend my workshop with a free business plan to help them raise funds if they require, a free bookkeeping software, my free book, How to Start a Career in Recruitment, and in recent months, free online training that has benefited these individuals. As previously mentioned, my goal is to completely disrupt the recruitment industry so that as many people as possible can have the opportunity to have a share of recruitment's £35 billion industry, so that the business of making money in recruitment is no longer just for the few, but for the many. And that is what I want for you. But before I move into how you can make money with your own home-based recruitment agency, I would like to talk to you briefly about my background and what led up to me starting my recruitment agency revolution of taking money from the rich and privileged recruitment owners and distributing this wealth to people like you. Over my 35 years in recruitment, I've worked at director and senior management level for a number of leading high street and independent recruitment agencies, winning and securing major contracts that generated several millions of pounds of business for these recruitment agencies. When I joined the recruitment industry back in the early 80s, there were hardly any men working in recruitment. The thinking back then was that recruitment was for women and not for men, something about men not being able to multitask. Not quite sure what the rationale was for this point of view, but it was pretty entrenched. However, this company, Atlas Employment Agency, was bought out by a larger corporation who were appalled that there were so few men in the company. At the time when I applied to join Atlas, I was unaware of this issue going on in the background. The managing director who interviewed me offered me a job as a trainee recruitment consultant with a view to proving her point to the new owners that men were not cut out for recruitment. However, when I joined this company, I took to recruitment like a duck to water, and she had to eat humble pie. Within 3 months, because of my results of successfully placing a high number of people into employment, I was promoted to branch manager of their flagship branch in Buckingham Palace Gate. The secret to my success back then, which as previously stated is my business philosophy today, and that is to put other people's interests ahead of making money, and success will always follow close behind. I then later moved to a company called Blue Arrow. This is a picture of me taken some time back in the mid-80s at their head office in St Albans, Hertfordshire. Spot the odd one out? In many respects, things haven't changed much since then, but perhaps with my recruitment agency revolution, we can redraw the landscape, making the recruitment industry a more diverse and inclusive industry. Does that sound okay to you? Would you be willing to help me to do this? Please put one in the chat box so that I can see if I have your buy-in with this idea. Great, great. In this picture here, I was working as a branch manager for Reed Employment in North London, hosting a charity auction to help raise funds for the National Children's Home with the late British actor Bill Owen from The Last of the Summer Wine. Some of you may recognise him. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're looking at my picture and thinking, isn't time cruel? Well, let's move swiftly on. I agree with you. Let's move swiftly on. Just to digress slightly, coming back to my point of putting other people's interests first ahead of yours, I would like to relate a fitting experience of the benefits of doing this. When I was working for Reed Employment, National Children's Home was one of my clients, and I offered to hold an auction in my branch to raise funds for one of the charities associated with the National Children's Home called the Monroe Centre, which was interestingly funded and named after the late Marilyn Monroe. Apparently, Marilyn Monroe spent her childhood in a series of foster homes and an orphanage, and she had donated funds to get this centre set up to protect children in care. As an aside, I read recently that on one of Marilyn Monroe's visits to an orphanage during a trip to Mexico, she donated a cheque for $1,000, which was a lot of money back then. Later that day, she secretly went back to the orphanage, took the cheque back, ripped it up and replaced it with another for $10,000. which back then was equivalent to $100,000 in today's money. That event was one of the few nights in her life that she recalls sleeping like a baby without the aid of sleeping pills. Quite a touching, fitting experience, would you agree? Coming back to the point that I was making about putting other people's interests first. The money that I had raised for this charity was quite substantial. Now, at the time, we were doing some business with the National Children's Home. However, unbeknown to me, we were just one of several agencies. The following week, they gave all their business to my recruitment branch. The gifts that we had auctioned on the day were kindly donated by clients we were dealing with. And some of the gifts that were contributed were worth thousands of pounds. These clients were so generous. I sent each one of them a personal thank you card informing them of the amount of money that was raised and what the funds would be used for. To be honest, they were more fascinated by the Marilyn Monroe's initial investment in this charity. Incredibly, all these clients started to give us even more business. Literally, the sales figures for the branch doubled overnight. It was truly a humbling and moving experience. That year, my branch generated £300,000 in net profit, and the company gave me a brand spanking new BMW for being one of the first managers to generate so much money with so few staff. This is a picture of me here outside the chairman's home of Reed Employment receiving this car. That same year I was promoted to regional manager, responsible for 14 branches and over 70 staff. During my time with Reed Employment, I went on to generate tens of millions of pounds doing business with some very lucrative companies, as highlighted here. Again, implementing my philosophy of putting clients' and candidates' interests first ahead of making money. Has recruitment always been plain sailing for me? Oh, absolutely not. And this leads nicely on to one of the reasons why I started my recruitment agency revolution. When I left Reed, I joined another leading high street recruitment agency as their business development and regional director, responsible for 10 of their branches covering the southeast of England. When I started with this company, they had a high turnover staff and were hemorrhaging money. However, in a very short period of time, I was able to turn this business around. Do you know how? Yes, you've guessed it, by putting my staff, my clients and candidates' interests ahead of making money. Let me elaborate further on this point. Making money in the recruitment business is not rocket science. You don't need a degree or any special qualification to get started. What I would do back then was to provide one-to-one hands-on training for each of my trainee recruitment consultants. I would source the vacancy and help them to make placements, and in no time at all they would be able to do the same. By providing my team with this high level of support engendered tremendous loyalty and trust, which meant that my region had the lowest turnover of staff and was always top in sales revenue for the company. After a few years of successfully working with this agency, I turned this business around and they were now raking in tons of money. You see, I was able to win a number of large temporary contracts and set up a business development program for my team. And within no time at all, I had put the branches I was in charge of on an even keel, and they were now making a real good income. To cut a long story short, the owner of this agency invited me to his house for a meal and to meet his family. The reason for this was to personally thank me for putting his business back into profit. Who does that in this day and age? I must admit I was somewhat taken aback because it was totally out of character for him, but nevertheless it was a nice gesture. On the Monday morning the following day, he invited me to head office in central London, which was rather unusual. We spoke for a bit, I thanked him again for the meal, and then he said to me, "Joe, the reason why I've invited you here is because I have some good news, I have some bad news for you. Which would you like to have first?" I said, "I'll have the good news first." He said, "Joe, the good news is I've sold the company. So I thought, wow, great. Well done. Well, we kept on talking for a bit, but you know when you think to yourself, something's not quite right with this picture? So I said to him, "Oh, by the way, what's the bad news?" He said, oh yes, I almost forgot. The bad news is you are no longer working for the company." In my ignorance, I chuckled, "No longer working for the company? Really? No, what's the bad news?" He said, "Yes, that is the bad news. I'm sorry to tell you that today is your last day with the company, as the new business owners have their own team in place." I just stood there completely shell-shocked. You could have knocked me over with a feather. Now I must admit at the time I felt used, abused, confused, struggling to fully comprehend what I was hearing. As if that wasn't bad enough, I'm standing there, tears start rolling down my face. How embarrassing is that? A grown man in tears. Why? Just didn't see the writing on the wall. He then went on to say, "Joe, what's the problem? It won't take you long to get another job. Plus, this isn't personal, this is just," yes, you've guessed it, business. Unbeknown to me, my reward for helping to turn this man's fortune around was a meal with his family before being asked to leave his company. On reflection, in many respects, he had done nothing wrong. He employed me to do a job and paid me a good salary with bonuses. I did the job. My contract stated that he just had to give me a month's notice, which he did. Nevertheless, I worked extremely hard for this man's business, cared for his staff, cared for his clients, cared for his company, but you know what? He just couldn't care less. Well, lesson learned. Never again will I put me and my family's financial security in someone else's hands for them to cut me loose at whim. Despite my efforts, I was now surplus to requirements. I had to walk away, and everything I'd built would be of no lasting benefit to me. Well, never again With all the knowledge and experience gained over the years from setting up new recruitment branches, training staff and winning major contracts, for me to start my own recruitment agency would be a breeze, or so I thought. This company got wind that I was starting my own recruitment agency, and the following week I received a letter from their solicitors drawing my attention to a covenant restriction clauses in my employment contract which prevented me from starting my own recruitment agency for at least 3 months. So there I was, out of work, with a young family and a wife to support, and for the first time in my life unemployed and unclear of what I was going to do next. I desperately wanted to start my own recruitment agency and to avoid the trap of being a paid employee, but my hands were tied. I was at a complete loss. And then after a few weeks of trying to figure out what I was going to do, I had this light bulb moment. Although I couldn't start my own recruitment agency, there was nothing in my contract that prevented me from helping other people to set up and run their own home-based recruitment agency. I previously trained all my new recruiters in the agencies I had worked to make money, plus I had all the tools, knowledge and skills and know-how to make this happen. Plus at the time, job boards were coming online, so there was no longer a need to have expensive high street location to set up and run a recruitment agency from. And what made this opportunity even more exciting was the fact that the internet had created a playing field that tilted the balance in the favour of home-based recruiters that I would be able to train and provide a more cost-effective recruitment service to employers, as they could easily undercut the exorbitant fees charged by high street recruitment agencies, who, because of their costly overheads and lengthy office leases, would be powerless to compete. The humbling experience I had of struggling to make ends meet promoted in me a real, real passion, desire to help people who are currently in a similar position to where I was. So I've made it my goal in life to break up the stranglehold that the rich and privileged recruitment owners have on the industry, and to give ordinary people, yes, I'm talking to you, the time and financial freedom to have a life of choice, so that you can be the person you were meant to be. And that is the reason for me wanting to start my own recruitment agency revolution, to help people who are looking to improve their lot in life. The only problem was, although I had this brilliant idea, I would need to have some capital behind me to get it off the ground. But by this time I was low on funds. I had approached the bank that I had been with for some 20 years, but if you're unemployed, you can whistle Dixie. They're not even going to have a meeting with me. They made me feel like a pariah. At the time, I had an old credit card and borrowed some money off my mother, and so I was able to launch my recruitment startup business. Just as an aside, the money my mother had given me was part of her retirement fund, and as such I tried to repay her, but she did not want it back. She kept on saying, save it for a rainy day, save it for a rainy day. Once my business was up and running, I was able to treat my mum to regular holidays up until she passed away a few years ago. This is something that I would not have been able to do if I had not started my own business. To date, I've helped hundreds of people from a variety of backgrounds to get started with my step-by-step recruitment startup program. Many are now making serious money from home. And today you have an opportunity to see for yourself how easy it is for you to join them. And hopefully at the end of this presentation, I'll be able to help you to get up and running with your very own home-based recruitment agency. Wouldn't that be awesome? To secure your future, you would need to be taking steps now. I was able to become successful by the skin of my teeth, but I wouldn't want to wish what I went through on my worst enemy. Just a couple more points about my background in recruitment that will give you some confidence in my ability to help you to succeed. Starting my recruitment startup company, I've written several books and reports for the industry. A few are highlighted here. If you haven't grabbed a copy of my book, How to Start Your Home-Based Recruitment Agency, then you are really missing out on learning some invaluable insight of this recruitment industry. In fact, anyone who has bought my book or who purchases my book before the end of this day, I'll also send you another one of my books, free, How to Start a Career in Recruitment. It'll give you more of an insight into the world of this industry. It is very instructive. I've previously been a panel expert for the Start Your Business magazine, where I provide answers to questions and give advice to budding entrepreneurs regarding issues on recruitment and starting a business. Over the past 5 years, I've been a keynote speaker at the Business Startup Show, where I've presented to over 500 people the benefits of starting a home-based recruitment agency. My company, RSU Services, is the UK's #1 recruitment agency startup company. And if you go into YouTube, here is added proof that we have been helping people to start a recruitment agency for a number of years. I'm a fellow member of the Recruitment and Employment Confederation, the highest membership for the organisation, which is effectively the governing body for the recruitment industry here in the UK. This allows me to keep you informed of developments in legislation and case law that affect the recruitment businesses, ensuring that you are always completely up to date and fully compliant with any changes to the law. Last but not least, since starting my own recruitment startup company, I've helped hundreds of people to set up their own home-based recruitment agency with no previous experience. People just like you are quietly working from home, generating money. We can now hear from some of these new recruitment agencies, and in these testimonials you'll hear time after time the support given to them. Again, putting my clients' interests first, because if they become successful, I become successful.
I started my recruitment consultancy because it allowed me to have full flexibility, managing my time, working from home, and very, very convenient.
The reason I decided to get into the recruitment industry was primarily the business model, and I knew a lot of existing colleagues that were very successful in the industry.
My partner and I, we'd always wanted to do our own business, having grown up in the corporate world, and recruitment was something that we'd looked at amongst other opportunities. And we felt that it gave us everything we needed from our network, from our experience, and also what it could give to us financially and build a business and scale it up. So it ticked every box that we needed.
Well, initially we set up the company and we just really are the type of people that just wanted to keep asking lots of questions. So somebody like Joe has been great for us, because at the beginning we were literally on the phone probably every day, and Joe would have a combination of things that he'd help us with. He'd give us information, he'd give us training, he would point us in the right direction for ideas that we might have. Try speaking to this person, have a look at this, here's a script for new business, how do you bring in new clients, because when you're brand new, you sort of get your phone set up, you've got your laptop, where do you go? Nobody knows you're there, so you have to create business, and Joe taught us all of that and really made us feel confident that we could do it as well, which I think is the main thing.
The financial benefit that I've had is that Joe showed me how to make a placement very quickly and efficiently within 30 days. So for me, I could already plan how I was to obtain that money and how it would financially benefit me, because there was a clear goal and strategy to follow.
The main challenge I've had in starting up my recruitment business is basically the lack of knowledge, and RSU really helped me overcome those challenges.
I would definitely recommend Joe. Joe's not only as a company been there for us, there's always someone on the end of the phone, but Joe himself, I've got his mobile, I ring Joe whenever I need. I ring him in the evenings, in the morning, at the weekend if I even needed to. I could have rang him, not that I try not to obviously, but he would always get back to me, always, even if it was just with an email or a message from one of his team saying he's in a meeting, he'll call you back later. Always got great support and help from Joe. Never felt that I'd rang and been in the way. Always makes you feel like you're very important, and he's there to help. Always got help at hand. So I think definitely recommend them as a company, and have been really, really strong resource for us. We're very pleased we work with Joe.
Did you notice the theme throughout these testimonials? Sort of ongoing support provided by me and my company. So it's people like you, your peers from all backgrounds, education and once more walks of life, who are quietly raking in £10,000, £20,000, even £30,000 per month and more, who've understood the unique opportunity presented here and have taken action to change their lives for good. Hopefully you're getting all this and have grasped how this can greatly impact your life for the better. I strongly believe that anyone with the right training and support can do this. With that said, what I would like to do now is to reveal to you the 3 key secrets that will break down any concerns or reservations you may have in getting started. So the first secret I'm going to reveal is how you can generate £10,000 per month. Over the past few years, we've seen quite a few large high street retailers go to the wall. This has primarily been due to the widespread use of the internet that has not only made it possible for people to buy products and services online at a reduced price, but as a spin-off, this has also given ordinary people a unique opportunity to set up a business from home, providing a service to companies at a fraction of the price of costly bricks and mortar businesses. High street recruitment agencies are just as vulnerable to this level of competition, as they are certainly not immune for the challenges of the internet. It's interesting to note that a recent analysis of high street openings and closures in the UK showed that recruitment agencies had one of the highest closure rates in Britain's town centres for retailers with multiple branches. These closures are a sign of the decreasing importance of operating from a high street location, with the increased use of social media changing clients' and candidates' needs for being key reasons for the decline. The majority of high street agencies are acutely aware that the whole industry has shifted online, and having 100 to 150k per year prime piece of real estate that served a bygone era when people used to come off the street to register for jobs is now like having a millstone tied around their necks. The operating costs of these high street recruitment agencies running what is effectively a retail shop business are extremely expensive. They have high rents, high rates, high service charges, high head office costs, high maintenance costs, high security costs, high staff wages. The list is endless, and therefore it's not impossible for them to reduce the fees they charge to employers. You may or may not be aware that a number of recruitment agencies are still charging employers a whopping 30% of a candidate's annual salary as a finder's fee. It's almost a third of a candidate's annual income. On average here in the UK, £8,000 to £10,000 for each candidate they place into a job. And believe it or not, a retained search assignment, clients can be charged up to 50% in extreme cases. The fee can equate to the price of a new car. The current economic climate has made every company, both large and small, think long and hard of ways in which they can reduce their overheads. On top of their agenda is finding and utilising a more cost-effective recruitment service, as opposed to paying the exorbitant costly fees charged by traditional high street recruitment agencies. Our unique recruitment startup business model, based on my 37 years of working in the industry, coupled with the knowledge gained from helping hundreds of people to start, has been specifically designed for you to simply forward CVs to companies looking to fill a vacancy. But instead of charging 30%, you'll be offering a more realistic fee structure of 10 to 15%, undercutting high street recruitment agencies, winning and gaining repeat business. And if you were to make 2 or 3 placements per month, based on the average annual salary for the UK, you'll be earning a comfortable £10,000 to £15,000 each and every month. Now, just to be totally transparent here, am I saying that you'll earn this level of income? No, I'm not, as I don't know how much time and energy you'll be able to put into making this business work. There are no guarantees. That being said, I'll be providing everyone who joins the program today with one-to-one hands-on training, along with a vacancy to help you to make your first placement and to make an ongoing success of your agency. Operating a home-based recruitment agency that generates high profit margins, even after reducing your fees to clients, coupled with minimal overheads and low running costs, allows your recruitment business to undercut and take business away from even well-established recruitment companies, who because of their high overheads are powerless to compete. The explosive growth of the internet and the easy accessibility of new e-recruitment tools such as job boards, social media platforms, CV databases, and the aid of applicant tracking systems, to name a few, has created a golden opportunity where you can quickly and easily learn the skills and knowledge required to set up your home-based recruitment agency. And I'm going to prove just how easy it is for you to make money with your agency. Better than that, I'm going to give you the tools you need to get started. This leads me nicely into our second secret, and that is why now is the perfect time for you to start a home-based recruitment agency. Firstly, the opportunity within the recruitment industry are unlimited. For example, you never run out of an inventory of candidates in the CV database looking for jobs or even wanting to move to a better job. You can select any niche market or area of specialisation, giving you the flexibility to work within an industry that you have knowledge of, or to choose a specific market that you have a personal interest or desire to work in. You never run out of prospects to develop into clients. The service that you provide is greatly needed, as when a client advertises a vacancy, they are inundated with candidates. that takes an age to sift through, and it is extremely labour intensive and not very cost effective at that. Recruitment is an incredibly rewarding business. Where else can you change people's lives for the better on a regular basis? If you're unemployed or have ever been unemployed, you know it's a very dark and lonely place to be. So when you help someone to find a job, you bring a ray of sunshine into their lives, which is extremely satisfying. And finally, when you have your own recruitment agency, you have a lifelong income and job security, and you never have to worry about working for a company that is in the process of cutting back, downsizing, laying off, restructuring, re-engineering, streamlining, rebalancing, and a new buzzword, right-sizing, whatever that means. Once upon a time, layoffs were the oddity. Today, sadly, they are the norm, but not if you start your own home-based recruitment agency. My recruitment agency revolution has been designed to break up, again, the stranglehold recruitment agencies have on this industry, giving you the opportunity to have full training and coaching on setting up your own home-based recruitment agency. You see, recruitment is a business that can be run from home, pretty much on a shoestring budget, has minimal regulations with a low barrier to entry, giving anyone with the desire and willingness to learn new skills to potentially earn substantial income with their business. Would you agree that seeing as the recruitment industry has moved online, and with high street recruitment agencies being trapped into lengthy, costly leases, making it impossible for them to reduce their fees, presents you with an incredible opportunity to provide a far more cost-effective service to employers and to have your slice of this lucrative business? One thing I can assure you is that there's never been a better time to start your own home-based recruitment agency, because you are ahead of the curve, where you can quite simply be the iTunes of the recruitment industry. Rest assured that this business model works, and there's absolutely no reason why it cannot work for you too. Secret number 3, why it is virtually impossible for your recruitment business to fail. Most people I speak to have the dream of starting their business trapped within them, that somehow become stifled by their fear of failure, so never fulfill their dreams. How sad. Would you agree with me that if you knew for certain that your business could not fail, you would have no excuse for not getting started? A home-based recruitment business costs very little to run, and as previously mentioned, you don't have to worry about rent, rates, and all the other expenses associated with operating from a business premises. The lower your expenses, the more profit you get to keep, and the easier it is to manage your cash flow. Working from a home-based office keeps your overhead costs as low as you are not renting office space or paying any office utilities. The zero commute also saves money on petrol and wear and tear on your car. In fact, the money you save from working from home within a few short weeks dwarfs the investment fee for starting your home-based recruitment agency. So it doesn't cost, but it pays to get started today with your agency. The reduction in fixed costs allows you to be more flexible in your pricing decisions than your competitors, who must cover those types of costs. You can choose to either give more favourable quotes with your fees, and in some cases even get away with keeping the same price as your competitors and have a healthier bottom line. Once you've made your initial investment, your home-based recruitment agency will run on a shoestring budget. With minimal outgoings coupled with you generating huge fees from your agency, you can see why it is impossible for your business to fail. Great. So now that you've had these 3 secrets revealed, how many of you are excited about this opportunity and would like to know what the next step is to getting started? Well, you'll be pleased to know that I've created a special package to help you to move forward and to join my recruitment agency revolution. But just before we get started, I'll go through the cost in getting started. Can I ask, have you benefited from what's been covered in this program? If you have, can you just add one in the chat box on this page? Okay, right, that's good. It's quite worrying, I didn't see any ones there, so I thought maybe I'm on my own, but now they're coming through. That's great, that's great. Do you think you have a better understanding of how recruitment agencies make their money? Again, please just add the number 1. That's better, now you're getting how this works. That's great. Would you like me to work with you so that you can get started with your own recruitment agency and start earning some serious money within a few short weeks? Wow, that's an overwhelming number of ones. Oh, that's good. Oh, yes, please, yes, please. Yes, okay, great. Okay. Is it okay then if I spend 10 minutes or so going through the special discount offer that I've created for you today? to show you how you can get started with your home-based recruitment agency and generating a solid income within a few short weeks. Are you okay with that? Can I do that? Okay, so I put together a special offer to help you to get started. I'm going to provide you with 10 unique products and services that will help you to quickly, easily and efficiently set up your recruitment agency that will enable you to earn more money than you could ever believe possible. So the first product you are getting when you invest in joining my Recruitment Agency Revolution Startup Training Program is my complete Recruiter Home-Based Program, which will teach you the full concept of running a successful recruitment agency from A to Z and getting and generating a quick return on your investment. Once again, this training is based on my 37 years experience of working within the recruitment industry and the knowledge gained from helping hundreds of people just like you to get up and running, literally from scratch, without any previous experience in running or being in the recruitment business. This is a step-by-step program on managing each step of the recruitment process, from finding job orders and candidates to coordinating job interviews and making placements. These videos and online training programs are packed with modern business development techniques and strategies for achieving success with your own recruitment agency. Our standard fee when sold on its own is £4,997. In addition to the home study program, the second thing that you are going to get is a full access to my online consultancy support service. The online consultancy support service brings together a host of useful information and publications, both specialist resources created by my company and several of our business partners. This is your surefire way to gaining success, as there is almost no limit to the amount of advice that can be requested and given, whether it's marketing, know-how, legal advice in setting up your agency, or a specific question related to your industry. The online support service gives you the opportunity to view frequently asked questions from other entrepreneurs like yourself who may have had a query along the way to achieving their success. Setting up a business is never easy. The good news is that there are plenty of resources, support and advice to help you make your dream a reality. You'll also learn about the latest essential strategies to grow your recruitment business online. We'll be covering with you the methods on how you can take advantage of the new online generation by leveraging search engines, social medias and online communities. The price of the online consultancy support service is £3,747. Again, this information is only available from my company. So we have the home study program, followed by the online consultancy support. And third on the list of products that you are going to get when you invest today is access to my 40 business development and sales documents. Our complete recruitment business development documents contain all the marketing and business information you require to start your recruitment agency, plus legal agreements and employment contracts. One of the first things you need to determine when you start a business is the laws that apply to your industry. As a small business owner, you'll know that being legally compliant relies on you being aware of rules and regulations. We'll provide you with information to help you with understanding all the legal requirements that you must comply with, such as licenses, registration, contracts and policies. These documents are valued at £2,995. So once again, we have the home study program, online consultancy support service, 40 business development and sales documents, and now something that's taken me years for me to complete, and that is my Recruitment Startup DVD training program. In these information-packed DVDs, you are literally getting my entire recruitment startup business model delivered to your home. You'll be shown how to set up and use these individual components to create your very own home-based recruitment agency, and then implement the training with our step-by-step business development program to start making incredible sums of money online in a very short period of time. It really is that simple. I've left nothing out of this startup program. I want you to follow in the footsteps of all our successful startups and begin realizing your dream of making money online so that you can live a life of total freedom, just as they've been doing. The bottom line is, if you sign up today, you'll be receiving a very comprehensive training program with full access to me and my team. And you're going to come out the other end with a very successful recruitment business to be proud of. And the great thing is, you'll be able to return to this information again and again when setting up your own recruitment agency. And that's a huge advantage of my online home study recruitment startup program. This means that you can set up your own home-based recruitment agency in your own time and from any location, So whether you sit down to implement the methods at 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning or 10 p.m. on a Wednesday night, I'll always be there to help you. This training program, this package DVD course is valued at £2,579. So to recap, home study program, online consultancy support service, 40 business development and sales documents, recruitment startup DVD program, and now a software that does all the heavy lifting for you. This next product you're going to get is my contact management database software, plus training. This has been designed to match candidates to clients' requirements and complement the work practice needed to operate efficiently. This little beauty also allows you to manage the full recruitment process, to include managing clients for your recruitment agency, both suppliers and other contracts, in addition to providing CRM functions for your business. Manage databases of all candidates who have contacted you. Send emails according to customizable templates. Search data using formal criteria and keywords. Search for suitable candidates and vacancies. You can then quickly forward CVs to clients and jobs. This literally cuts your workload down in half, as it does all the heavy lifting. The value of this software is priced at £1,997. Once more, you're going to get home study program, online consultancy support service, 40 business development and sales documents, recruitment startup DVD program, CRM software plus training, and there's more. Next on the item is your terms of business. When dealing with clients, the value of having set terms of business in place should not be underestimated. In business, where every transaction is subject to the same terms and conditions, they ensure that your customers are fully aware of your payment terms and fees from the outset. A recruitment agency can use terms and conditions to regulate its relationship with the end client, i.e. the business which has a vacancy and which is seeking the assistance of your recruitment agency in filling this position. This document is valued at £1,265. Can I just remind you that the majority of these products are not available to purchase on or off the internet. So I'll be providing you with, once more, home study program, online consultancy support service, 40 business development and sales documents, recruitment startup DVD program, contact management database software plus training, terms and conditions of business, along with your accountancy software program. This bookkeeping software program was designed from the outset as an accounting system for non-accountants. It presents everything you need in the simplest terms. You don't need to spend hours learning how to use the software. The program will show you all your key figures as soon as you log in. When you need to access more advanced features and reports, you can always get the job done with a minimum of clicks. The unique bank tagging feature allows you to plow through months of bookkeeping faster than any traditional accounting system. No one goes into business to spend hours learning how to use accounting software. With this product, you can get more done in less time, and this is valued at £997. So just a couple more to add to the home study program, online consultancy support service, 40 business development and sales document, recruitment startup DVD program, contact management database software, plus training, terms and conditions of business, accountancy software, and next we have your digital marketing plan. Your digital marketing plan has been put together to give you a meticulous guide to implementing a digital marketing strategy that will be effective to drive potential clients and candidates to your recruitment website. With the growing emergence of social media and advancement of mobile technology, an ever-increasing number of people are communicating through social media networking sites. Finding suitable candidates these days is now literally just a few clicks away. Alongside the more traditional routes of recruitment, i.e. database searches and online advertising, we will show you how to proactively embrace and integrate social media activities into your day-to-day recruitment processes. Through a coordinated social networking strategy designed to drive human traffic to your website through SEO, blogging, Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn. This is valued at £750. So finally, I'm going to be providing you with all the products and services to ensure your success. Once more, home study program, online consultancy support, 40 business development and sales document, recruitment startup DVD program, contact management database software, plus training, terms and conditions of business, accountancy software, digital marketing plan, and company information service. Our company information package will show you how to register your business, giving you full trading ability along with all the official documentation you would need to start trading here in the UK. We will show you how to fill out the necessary paperwork to register your company and submit the application to Companies House completing the whole process within 24 hours. You will also be provided with certificate of incorporation, memorandum and articles of association sent by email in a PDF format. Of course, there is nothing stopping you from starting as a sole trader. In fact, there are a number of financial benefits in starting this way, which will be covered in the financial section of the training program. And the penultimate product to add to the list of home study program, online consultancy support, 40 business development and sales document, recruitment startup DVD program, contact management, database software plus training, terms and conditions of business accountancy software, digital marketing plan and company formation service is your recruitment consultancy business plan. Market growth is forecast at 14.5% over the next few years for traditional online recruitment businesses. A complete thought-out business plan is one of the most valuable tools in helping you reach your long-term goals. It gives your business direction, defines your objectives, maps out your strategy to achieve your goals and helps you to manage possible bumps in the road. The business plan has been noted by successful entrepreneurs as the single most important aspect of the success of their business. This element will serve as the guide for your business. Without having direction, goals and a detailed plan on how to go in the right direction and achieve those goals, it is quite likely that your business will fail. By having an effective business plan, you'll be able to know exactly what it is that you need to do in order to get to where you want your business to be in the fastest time possible. And last but not least, we have my Inner Circle membership program that consists of one-to-one personal coaching plus hands-on training directly with me. You'll regularly receive a 30-minute coaching call directly from myself. On these training sessions, I will answer any questions submitted by Inner Circle members and updating you with any new legislation on software updates. As part of this membership, you will also be receiving CV database access to a national leading job board, plus a 5-page website. The monthly subscription fee for this is £795. However, this can be cancelled at any time. So when you consider here the full products and services required to get your business up and running and making money, when you add in the full investment fee to get started, we are looking at a total investment fee of £19,997. Now, of course, I'm not going to be charging you that fee, as I mentioned earlier. I've raised tens of thousands of pounds of investment fee, putting countless thousands of hours in sweat equity to provide a business model to reduce the investment fee as low as I can possibly get it, with the aim of getting you on board, taking money from the rich and privileged recruitment owners, so that you can sample how the other half live. Would you like to do that? Would you like to do that? Obviously, I'm not going to charge you £19,997. But I have a question. If I was to charge you this amount and all it did was to finally allow you to put an end to you working relentlessly only to line your employer's pocket without any real appreciation for your efforts, would it be worth the investment shown here? If all that did was to help you to build something to pass on to your loved ones, would it be worth the investment of £19,997? When you think about it, if you're a health or care worker, teacher, plumber or bus driver, it's hard to imagine you passing your career on to a loved one. But having a successful, profitable recruitment agency is something that you can pass on and to be proud of, because you created it. If all this did was to provide you with financial independence, would it be worth investing £19,997? Let's be honest, this is probably the biggest reason why you are here on this presentation, to secure your financial future for you and your loved ones. And that's a good thing. Having your own home-based recruitment agency will allow you to achieve it. Trust me, money doesn't buy happiness, but it does make finding happiness much easier. Finally, if all this did was to help you to help others to improve their lot in life, would it be worth investing £19,997? While doing good isn't exclusive to entrepreneurs, it's a definite perk. You control where your company profits go, and if you choose to, you can allocate some of your financial gains to others. You can sponsor a charity, a non-profit organisation, or just personally give back to the community. This is quite honestly one of the best parts of being an entrepreneur. So my question to you is this: what would you be willing to invest to change your life for the good? Whilst you're pondering on this question, I want you to hear from another one of my clients, Suleiman Mohammed. And as you view this short video, please make a note of how much he earned, first of all part-time working in the evenings, and then on a full-time basis when he quit his job and he was working doing his recruitment agency full-time.
I've been in IT industry for about 9 years and used a lot of recruitment agencies before for my teams, building teams, and the amount of CVs and the quality of work I used to get wasn't good enough. So I thought I'd be able to add my IT expertise and add value to clients. This is why I set up Recruitment Agency, to add value. So when I started Recruitment Agency, I had no idea about how it was going to be like. So I came to Joe Davies from RSC Services, and the guidance he provided was immense, and holding my hand really, step-by-step process. So that was really helpful. Last year we turned over £100,000 working part-time, and this year's last 5 months we generated £227,000. And yeah, that's been going good. So this year we lined up for, if we don't even make a single placement from today, we're still lined up for £560,000 this year. The exit strategy for the business is 5 years. If I'm able to scale the business to 20 million valuation, that'll be ideal. That'll be fantastic. I would recommend our RSC Services training program to anybody who wants to take up the challenge. It's not easy, but if you stick to the guidance and support, you'll be all right.
Just a side point here, we never recommend that you give up your full-time job to start with. We have a business model that allows you to get started 2 evenings a week until the money starts rolling in, and then you can leave your full-time job. How would generating that level of income, as highlighted in this testimonial, change your life? Now again, these results are not typical of all our members, but it highlights how quickly this investment can be generated. If all starting your recruitment agency did was to allow you to make a 6-figure income like Sulaiman Mohammed, would it be worth investing £19,997? You bet it would. Definitely be worth it. But I'm not going to charge you £19,997. as I've been able to set up a business program that will enable you to start on a try before you buy basis. As highlighted earlier, I'm a great believer in putting your interest first ahead of money. So if you join my Inner Circle membership program, I'm going to provide you with all these products and tools valued at £19,997 completely free of charge. Yes, you heard right. I'm going to provide you with all these 10 products and services completely free to you today. Now you've got to admit, that is one incredible offer. So today I want to give you the chance to start your recruitment agency on a 3-month trial, and then you'll have the option to continue on an invest as you go basis from the money generated in the trial period. Yes, I'm offering you the opportunity to join my recruitment agency revolution, which has been designed to give you the chance to have a slice of recruitment's £35 billion industry. So that it is no longer the preserve of the rich and privileged, but you have an opportunity to get started. As a member of my Recruitment Agency Revolution program, you'll receive the full products and services valued at £19,997 completely free of charge. I'll also be reducing the fee for the Inner Circle membership from $795 per month to a nominal fee of $495 per month plus VAT towards the cost paid to our third-party suppliers for CV database, which gives you access to over 3 million CVs plus the registering of your business domain name and with web hosting for your 5-page recruitment agency website. The reason why we are asking for 3 months in advance is because we have negotiated an extremely low monthly subscription fee for your CV database access, plus the building and hosting of your recruitment website to make it as affordable as possible for you to come on board. However, if at the end of the 3 months you feel that having your own recruitment agency is not right for you, then all you simply need to do is to contact my team and we'll cancel your Inner Circle membership straight away. So I've waived the cost of the products and services, and now you can get started for as little as £495 per month following an initial investment of 3 months subscription of £1,485 plus VAT, and you're in business. The aim will be for you to generate enough sales revenue during the initial free trial period so that the business pays for the membership subscription fee going forward. Because you're here right now in the right place at the right time, I'd like to help you to take control of your life and set a new course to real financial freedom. I've reduced the subscription fee to just £495. This covers the cost of your CV database and building of your website. Our products and services will be supplied to you completely free of charge. We'll require you to pay the first 3 months for your CV database access and building and hosting of your website. However, you can cancel at any time after this period. So once more, for as little as £495 per month, you are in business. Now you've got to admit, that is one incredible offer. So if you're interested, again, just type 1 in the chat box on this page. That's good. Okay, looks like I'm going to have a busy few weeks ahead of me. That's very good. Now, I know if you've come along to my workshop presentation in the past, it was possibly the huge upfront investment that prevented you from getting started. Now, you can get started for as little as £495, and there's nothing holding you back from coming on board today. So click on the link below, add your debit or credit card details, and make your investment for you and your family's future. Once you have made your investment, please contact my team on free phone 0800 622 6877 to book your first one-to-one training session, where I'll provide you a vacancy and show you how to make your first placement, which more than covers your initial investment fee paid for your job board access and 3-month CV database. Does that sound good to you? If yes, then all you'll need to do is register your card details below and then contact my team to book in for your first one-to-one hands-on training with me. Now, we had originally planned to close out this offer on Sunday evening, but I'm afraid because the response to receiving almost £20,000 worth of products and services along with free training has been far more than we had anticipated, this offer will close at 6 p.m. sharp this evening and will not be extended to Sunday. So if you want to get on board, you will need to make your investment right now. Leaving the rat race is not as daunting as it may seem. You look back in later years and marvel at how easy it was and how much you gain from the support from our company, guiding you every step of the way. When you start your recruitment agency, you quickly realise that you don't need to work for anyone else, earning a tiny fraction of what you're truly worth. You don't need to miss out on your entire life because 5 to 6 days a week you're working, getting up early hours in the morning and returning home late in the evening, only to have a few weeks holidays a year for yourself. You don't need to commute hours each day, crammed on trains or buses or caught up in stressful, irritating traffic jams. You don't need to pander to your boss in hope that they might actually notice how hard you're working and give you a long overdue pay rise. You don't need to spend your entire week counting down the hours until the weekend. You don't need to do any of that because the opportunity for you to do something different, greater, better is right here, right now. There's no need for you to work for other people when it's simple to set up your business from home and tap into the enormous money-making potential of the internet. Now, you may have been puzzled with the title of this webinar event. Right now, ordinary people are raking in thousands of pounds per month with their very own home-based recruitment agency. However, this business opportunity isn't for everyone and probably not for you unless what? Well, unless you are willing to take action and to make an investment to secure you and your family's financial future, to step out of your comfort zone and to do something that your future self and family will thank you for. Unless when you get started you are willing to work hard on a full or part-time basis and follow the Recruitment Startup Business Program, where I'll be providing you with step-by-step guidelines along with coaching and hands-on one-to-one training to ensure your success. Unless you avoid the trap of making excuses as to why you can't get started. Sadly, far too often people disqualify themselves. No one ever says no to them, they say no to themselves. Too young, too old, too short, too tall, too fat, too thin, not smart enough, no qualifications, no experience, English is not my first language, etc., etc. Yes, unless you're willing to take decisive action right now and not let any excuses hold you back, then this will determine if this business opportunity is right for you. Finally, anyone who gets started today will also receive 5 amazing free bonuses valued at £2,497. Free gift number 1, just to whet your appetite for the high level of training in store with our program, I've included below a free blueprint report entitled 30 Steps to Making a Placement. It's true to say that great results come from following great processes. Once you've learned each step of the recruitment process, you will skyrocket your income with your agency. Free gift number 2, Recruitment Marketing Secrets Unlocked. In this publication, you'll find tips for improving your recruitment agency's visibility and exposure, leading to high profitable business. Free gift number 3, free ebook, How to Start a Career in Recruitment. Most recruitment professionals seem to have fallen into their career by chance. The recruitment industry is inundated with wannabes. It is only in recent years that there's been an interest in starting a career in recruitment. This book will clearly outline to you the steps to starting a career in recruitment. Free gift number 4, Best Domain Finder Software. Your domain is the home for your online presence. It is important that it not only properly conveys your business's message, but it also correctly optimizes for search engines. The best domain finder tool will take your keywords and suggest a list of domain names which will be appropriate for your business. Free gift number 5, Business Startup Grants Report. Small business startup grants are not easy to come by. However, there is funding available to those in the know. We'll provide you with a PDF document on how to successfully apply for a grant for your recruitment agency. The report is called How to Successfully Apply for a Business Startup Grant. Finally today, you're getting for free all these products and services outlined here. Recruitment Startup Home Study Program, Consultancy Support Service, Business Development and Sales Documents, Recruitment Startup DVD Training Program, Management Database Software, Terms and Conditions of Business, Digital Marketing Plan, Accountancy Software, Company Formation Service, Recruitment Consultancy Business Plan. Plus, you'll get weekly access to me and my team on hand to deal with any questions or queries that you may have following the implementation of your training. And I'll make available to you my resource file, everything that I've accumulated during my 37 years plus of working in the recruitment industry, and much, much more. We'll require you to pay the first 3 months for your CV database access and the building and hosting of your website. However, you can cancel at any time after this initial period. So for as little as £495 per month, following initial investment of £1,885 plus VAT, you're in business. So go ahead, click the button below to get started. After confirming your details on the following page, you'll be able to access the full training program. Plus, we'll immediately send out to you your recruitment business pack, DVDs, and full training program. From then on in, you'll spend the rest of your life changing people's lives while you create a lifestyle you deserve. Just before I sign off, I would like to leave you with one last piece of advice. You may not be 100% sure of what you're looking for quite yet, but chances are you're probably dissatisfied with where you are today. Like most people, you probably want more control over your future and more time with your family. It's a well-known fact that the richest people in the world look to build businesses. Everyone else looks for work, a job. Where do you see yourself in the next 5, 10, 15 years? Looking for work or leading a successful business? Imagine you could start getting your business up and running today. It's that simple. I put together this Recruitment Startup Business Program with one intention in mind, and that is to give you the right information at exactly the right time, in exactly the right sequence, so that you can be up and running with your business, making money in no time at all. When you start your program, you'll see that it's been intentionally structured and streamlined in an easy to follow format that's been designed to make sure you experience results, beginning with the very first training module and the first one-to-one training session you have with me. So get detailed marketing templates so that you can add your details and forward your potential candidates to clients. Now in the training module, I will show you how you can obtain immediate vacancies from clients for you to forward suitable candidate CVs and make a placement within a few short weeks and absolutely crush it. You will learn the exact business development techniques that my clients have used to generate a 6-figure income. If you're keen to figure out how to start a home-based recruitment business, but not sure where or how to begin, if starting your own business is something that you've always wanted to do, but just lack the courage and conviction to take the first step on your own. And finally, if you have a strong desire to have your very own home-based recruitment agency, but have never been able to put together the tens of thousands of pounds of the initial upfront investment fee that is usually associated with starting a business, then this is the solution you've been waiting for. This offer is time sensitive, so you need to sign up today, right now. Add your card details in the registration page now if you want to guarantee your place, or you could quite easily miss out. And once these places have gone, they have gone. I look forward to working with you and helping you to quickly and easily have your share of recruitment's £35 billion industry.